Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 843rd day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 526,310 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,160 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 6 armored combat vehicles, 58 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 11 drones, 3 cruise missiles, 56 vehicles, and 3 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy launched 91 combat clashes. The Russians carried out 39 airstrikes, including 48 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 423 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,000 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Russia announced tax hikes to raise money for government spending, likely to fund a war in Ukraine. The tax increases will hit businesses and high earners the most. This will likely hurt the economy by slowing down investment and growth outside the military sector. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Russian President Vladimir Putin's June 14 information operation about Russia's supposed willingness to negotiate, on extreme terms tantamount to Ukraine's capitulation, is succeeding in confusing the purpose of the Ukrainian-initiated Global Peace Summit in Switzerland on June 15. Several Western officials recognized that Russia attempted to derail the purpose of the summit and focus its conversations on Russia's absence. Kremlin mouthpieces amplified ongoing Russian information operations intended to discredit and disrupt the Global Peace Summit. Ukrainian First Deputy Defense Minister Lieutenant General Ivan Havrylyak reported that Western military assistance has begun to arrive in Ukraine, but that Western military assistance will likely not arrive at scale and significantly impact the frontline situation for several more weeks to months. Chairperson of the ruling United Russia Party Dmitry Medvedev officially replaced United Russia Secretary Andrei Turchak with acting Russian presidential plenipotentiary envoy to the Ural Federal District Vladimir Yakushev. Russian President Vladimir Putin is preparing a group of trusted and Kremlin-affiliated veterans to assume government roles, likely in an attempt to appease Russian servicemen and domestic supporters of the war in Ukraine. The Swedish military announced on June 15 that a Russian Su-24 tactical fighter bomber plane temporarily violated Swedish airspace east of the southern tip of Gotland on June 14, likely as part of an effort to discourage European states from participating in NATO and other international institutions supporting Ukraine. Elements of the Russian Baltic and Pacific fleets are participating separate naval exercises. A Financial Times investigation published on June 12 found that Russian officials have put Ukrainian children up for adoption whom Russia had forcibly deported from occupied Ukraine to Russia in 2022. Russian forces recently marginally advanced near Kupiansk and Avdiivka. Zelensky was in Switzerland for Global Peace Summit. He started by thanking President of the Swiss Confederation, Viola Amherd, and others for organizing the Peace Summit, aiming to bring a just peace closer. The event, attended by 101 states and organizations, is a significant step towards ending Russia's war against Ukraine. Zelensky emphasized the importance of international law and the UN Charter, advocating for the protection of territorial integrity, nuclear safety, food security, and the release of war prisoners. The key points from the day were as follows. 1. International unity, highlighting global participation and cooperation for peace. 2. Principles of peace, upholding the UN Charter, territorial integrity, and basic human rights. 3. Action plans, focusing on nuclear safety, food security, and the release of war prisoners. 4. Exclusion of Russia, stating Russia's absence due to its aggression, and the need to define a just peace collectively. 5. Future goals, developing a clear action plan and ensuring cooperation among nations to achieve lasting peace, potentially leading to a second peace summit to mark the war's end. He concluded the day with a call for unity and active participation to ensure a peaceful world. Zelensky also held a separate meeting with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris also announced that the United States will provide more than $1.5 billion for the humanitarian and energy needs of Ukraine. In particular, $824 million to address the most urgent challenges in the energy sector, including infrastructure repairs, $379 million to provide food, water, shelter, and other humanitarian services, and another $300 million for civilian security assistance, including law enforcement support. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.